Buongiorno. Arrivederci. Brastiata. Gumbaro. Gumbaro. Ahora comprensin Vicenteri. Well, hello there, everybody. How y'all doing? We're sitting here doing some aerial mapping of archaeological sites. It's going to be a fantastic situation there. Nothing like some aerial archaeology. Yeah. LiDAR radar. LiDAR radar. What's up, America? That right there is how you find some archaeological ruins, is by using LiDAR technology. Obviously, that is the only way to go. And of course, we also know that boats and a new stunning find were invented 40 to 80,000 years ago. So, no. Who do you think you are? Huh? What's up, America? How you doing, April? How you doing, Raise? What's up, Carol? What's up, Baz? What's up, everybody? Some of the same teach in your Roomba. It's a Roomba. Oh, I was grabbing that ass. Oh, we are coming up, Proud Boy. By the way, I tried to message you, Proud Boy, and it told me I couldn't message you because you were not allowed to receive messages. Who'd you call the N-word? Holy shit. Anyway, some pretty good posts lately, by the way. Yeah, I figured so. Figured as much. Don't worry, we'll get the old Burger King hat out. By the way, on YouTube, I've noticed, and before I get into the news, I just want to make sure everybody knows about this, that the sun will always rise. The sun will rise once again. I cannot get my goddamn hat on. But on YouTube, I made it too small. On YouTube, the Burger King hat does not disappear in the green screen. You see, it actually maintains its little, I need to make it a little better. My head is fat. Oh, yeah, dude, it's insane. So what's up, America? We've got some things going on in the world. We've got the Epstein files. Oh, hey, lady. Yeah, that'll work. We've got the Epstein files. Yeah, that's some creepy ass shit, isn't it? Can't believe the term goyim was used so many times with the Jeffrey Epstein files. They really do want us all dead, don't they, folks? It's fact. I don't even like it. Am I circumcised? Yeah, but I'm not Jewish. I'm circumcised because my circumcision definitely circumcision means that you get a less chance of an STD, by the way, just so you know, on top of that. So that's what that is. So I want to know what everybody thinks about the Epstein files, the eating children, the eating intestines full of shit. No, I'm not AI. Do I dare even entertain where this comes from? Do I dare entertain that, even though I don't believe Candace Owens with the Mossad for Charlie Kirk, I do believe that Epstein was working with the Mossad and Israel? Do I believe the son of the Ugandan president, which I saw today, which basically said the whole thing was to destabilize the Western governments of the world in order to get blackmail and install the Israeli government into Western countries in order for them to get major control? I could say that. But That's just what it is. So obviously not everybody in the Epstein files is a pedo. From what we did learn, Jeffrey Epstein was trying to meet with Vladimir Putin, who did not allow that to happen. And there's some evidence suggesting that Vladimir Putin saved children. What's up, America? How you doing, Gambia? What's up, the Gambia? Fuck yeah. I love West Africa. So let me just get into a couple of very weird points of interest that have come out with the Epstein files today. The first is that Vladimir Putin saved trafficked children from the Ukrainians that possibly were going to be selling them to somebody. Another, thank you, my friend. Another is that Michael Jackson shielded children from Epstein's pedophilia. Anybody realize that? So Michael Jackson was seen as enemy number one. And from what these emails from Epstein point to is that Michael Jackson, what's up, America? Michael Jackson was shielding children from sex trafficking rings. So then they came to sue Michael Jackson and basically accuse Michael Jackson of the same thing they were doing. So they were doing the thing of accuse your enemies of what you were doing. And that's why he had the Neverland Ranch. He had all that stuff. He confessed that he thought he was going to be murdered for interfering in sex trafficking rings. We also have movement from the Rothschilds, bio labs that were discovered. And one email reporting and one person's statement reporting that Hillary Clinton may have worn a child's face. Now, Tim Pritchett, or Britcher, whatever his name is, says that pedophiles should be hung, and tomorrow, or starting tomorrow, the government, the members of Congress and the Senate, will be able to view the redacted offenders' names. Kick her off the plane! Oh my God, what's up, Jazz? And so I'm going through some of these. Now we have a thing here, and this is the weirdest one of all, because people are now saying that they're seeing Jeffrey Epstein alive. So there's another file from the Epstein files, EFT 001411124. What's up, America? The government put boxed covers in a sheet inside of a vehicle to trick the media, pretending it was Jeffrey Epstein's body. In order to thwart the media, Redacted, and Redacted used boxes and sheets to create what appeared to be a human body, which was put in the white crime scene vehicle, which the press followed, allowing a black vehicle to depart unnoticed with Epstein's body. So I guess it doesn't say he's alive. Jesus fucking Christ. That is insane. Un momento, por favor. Here's an image of what looks like Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel. Hell yeah, what's up with one of them? And of course we have, here you go, baby, little boys on 2014 recordings to police saying that his father eats children and that the men all beat him. The little boy that was saying it. There's actually 6 or 7 different videos of these children saying that these people are eating children and nobody believed them. Which goes on to describe even more about Hillary Clinton and the Fazelgate. And if you know what that is, then you know what that is. So, we have a great deal. Tony Hawk has been implicated, which my wife still doesn't believe that he's done anything, I don't think. But Tony Hawk's name came up in the Epstein files, as well as several royal family members. And the Department of Justice gave Jeffrey Epstein a secret pardon. Non-prosecution agreement. Now, Tony Hawk has reportedly said that it's bullshit and that he never did anything and was never there. And he's never even met Jeffrey Epstein. So it calls into question how many of these are AI, how many of these are bullshit.
I don't think Tony Hawk has enough money to make it on Epstein.
Yeah, my wife thinks Tony Hawk doesn't have enough money to make.
He's probably a millionaire. He's not a billionaire.
You know, yeah. So I don't know. And the thing is Tony Hawk's been married, 4 times? And none of them were on Little St. James Island, even though it says that he was there, or a witness said he was there with who? The king?
He was getting, no, the prince.
Who was it?
Andrew or Edward was there.
Edward.
And Tony Hawk was getting married.
And so they never said Tony Hawk was actually there.
They said Tony Hawk was getting married on Epstein Island.
But he didn't get married on Epstein Island. Okay. No, wouldn't do that. See, that's what I was thinking there, John. That's what I was thinking. So I read it, and the wording of it, it didn't say he did any diddling. I'll just put it that way. So actually, February 9th is the day. February 9th, the Justice Department will allow Congress and the Senate to see the pedophiles, the names of them. And then the leaks will begin, more than likely, where we'll start to learn some actual names. I have a feeling a lot of them have a lot of vowels at the end of their names. Wonder how many Leibowitzes are going to be on there. According to the Epstein files, Britney Spears was cloned. And they're also saying that they were using something called looking glass to fuck with people through time. Jeffrey Epstein was very involved in quantum mechanics. And this guy was just in too much shit, as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, Ehud Barak. Hell yeah, what's up, Mabel Cat? Ehud Barak was possibly involved. And we'll see what happens. We have another image here of little girls at Epstein Island that are in troughs with pigs. Of course, as you know, pigs will eat a great deal of the people once they're dead. And Ava Dubin, a Zionist billionaire, or wife of Zionist billionaire Glenn Dubin, offered her 15-year-old daughter to her friends at Epstein Island. So Glenn Dubin and Ava Dubin, they're Zionist billionaires, apparently according to the Epstein files. Quote, "Come and visit next week. Selena will have 5 friends over. I'm at the ranch," saying that her daughter is up for grabs sexually with 5 other girls. Her boyfriend decided to surprise her and wait for her at the workplace. But he was shocked to find her with one student actually engaging and doing it. So this guy right here, his wife was giving, okay, so listen to this. This is a story. A teacher at a school here in the United States used to make excuses to her boyfriend saying that she was giving private lessons to some of the students to improve the income. So The boyfriend decided to surprise her at work, but he was shocked to find her and one of the students having sex, so he decided to end the relationship. She reacted violently. He told her that he would call the police, so she started sitting on the stairs and negotiating about her punishment. So then he called the police because she was cheating on him and fucking kids. Now, we actually do have some justice, and I'll get to the news in just a second. What's up, Birdie? What's up, Marine? How you doing? We actually do have some justice starting. Police raid Peter Mandelson's home in North London as part of the Epstein investigations. This will mean that British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will also probably be deposed coming up here. This is the final curtain for Keir Starmer. I believe yes. I believe Jeffrey Epstein worked with several governments as a blackmail bunny. That's what I believe it was. And they were using sex trafficked children. And I believe they killed them and did all this other shit. And the reason they did that is they used these children that were mostly orphans or abandoned to placate the sick fetishes of these world leaders. Because every person that went to Epstein Island was filmed or photographed. Everybody. So the very fact of the matter that everybody at Epstein Island was filmed or photographed, it gave them some kind of pull as basically a dead man switch. So what's going to happen, according to the Ugandan president, if I recall, was once these files were dropped, and they are now, and the world order of the West starts to collapse because of these pedophiles, then the Israeli government will start expanding and putting its government or its leadership in Western governments and basically make it a Talmudic dictatorship from within. So that means you'll have more AIPAC senators and congressmen, and you'll also start having something similar with MPs in the United Kingdom, maybe even France, Germany, Spain, whatever. The issue with this is these people, apparently, it seems they want world domination. And we also have clones showing up. American rapper Kid Boo showing his clone on a live stream. So here's the thing. I'm just reading what it says here. So I'm on X and it shows all the files. And I'm looking at what it is, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. Coming up, I'll just show you later, but I want to get to the news first. So, it's pretty sick. Thank you, Birdie. How you doing? Oh, very nice. Thank you, my friend. Have I ever seen that one? I like that. Thank you. Now, there is actually some news. The whole world's not. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Dave. Here you go, baby. Not everything is the Jeffrey Epstein files. We'll get to that. I'll actually show you what we're seeing here. Oh, look at this. Middle schoolers in Utah stage a walkout to protest ICE throwing rocks at cars, vandalizing buses, protesting in Walmart, knocking shit over and stealing. Middle schoolers. Boo. So listen to this. Did you guys know that you have fewer days off? What's up, Nana? Did you guys know that you have fewer days off than a Middle Ages peasant? Back in the medieval times, peasants worked 150 days a year. The church believed it was important to keep them happy with frequent mandatory holidays. How many days a year do you work?
A lot more than that.
320? Something like that? So they more than double.
52 weeks and there's 2.
You only get 2 weeks. You get 14 days off out of 365.
52 weeks times 2 is 140.
Oh, 100. 104.
plus my holidays.
So
Work it probably 250 days a year.
So they increased it by 100 days a year for nothing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, anyway, so Iran is still going on.
$2 from.
No, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the $2. I'm still getting I'm disappointed at Donald Trump currently with the placation of not attacking Iran. I think we need to attack Iran and get over that. What's up, KD? I mean, the Epstein files just don't stop coming. They don't, I mean, every hour on the hour, there is new fucking sick psychotic shit. I mean, you don't even understand what I've seen. It is ridiculous. I don't know if any of you guys have seen any of this. A lot of Israeli shit, a lot of stuff on there. Look, they were telling us who they were and we never believed them. There's Lady Gaga eating out of a human stew bowl. What do you think about that? So, I don't understand why we're not protesting in the streets. That's my whole thing, is I don't understand why we are not protesting in the streets. Everybody should be, if you're out there and you can protest for ICE or against ICE, then you can protest this shit. But you won't. And I don't understand why you won't. Why is it so hard to protest the pedophiles in charge of the government? Ted Nielsen knows who Saju Machakodu. The release of Epstein files have now benefited the Chinese army. Xi Jinping and the Chinese economy has risen. 80% of the world's nations trust China and Russia over the United States. So,
What was he said that he looked up Malaysian mating call
yeah.
on TikTok's AI and it said that he passed away in 2023.
Who?
Legacy.
Really?
He said he passed away in 2023. TikTok's AI did.
Damn, I've been talking to a ghost. What's up, Legacy? Shit, I've been talking to a ghost. What's up, man? I got friends in high places, don't I? So here's a number I want to tell you about. And this is news about our economy. Last month, companies laid off 108,000 people. The United States only gained 22,000 jobs. There are no jobs to be had. So I keep hearing people say, I've been looking for a job for months and months and months. The reason that is because openings are dead here in America. And why is that? Well, it has to do with, and I hate to say this, the world believes our leadership and our companies are a bunch of child molesting murderers. Vladimir Putin called the West degenerate in its leadership, saying that the United States used to have respect, but now it's just degeneracy. Xi Jinping barely, have you ever noticed when Xi Jinping meets with a Western leader, that dead face? He doesn't want anything to do with us. He believes everybody in charge is a child molester. Yeah, I mean, that's just what they're saying now. Yeah, no shit. And so then we see that Keir Starmer was in the Epstein files. Emmanuel Macron was in the Epstein files. Ehud Barak and several others. Tony Blair was in an orgy with a bunch of underage girls. Bush 1 was mentioned. Trump's been mentioned. Clinton's been mentioned. I mean, I can go on and on and on with names that never stops. And then you don't see Putin mentioned except for news articles, really, with Epstein, or talking about what he's going to do. You don't hear Xi Jinping in the Epstein files meeting with Jeffrey. You don't hear Kim Jong-un. You don't even hear the Ayatollah Khomeini. And so the United States, he does have some skeletons, absolutely. Most of them are killed. He killed people with polonium. The big problem is, though, is that the world is looking away from the United States. Kanye's not in the Epstein files. Hats off to you. It is, yeah, my weed's good too, man. So the future of the United States in the West, you have an entire generation of pedophilic leadership throughout the Western world, stemming from the United States and Western Europe. Well, you're not, because you're the king. All the way down to New Zealand and Australia. You have allegations of Western leaders being cokeheads. You have allegations of Western leaders being child molesters, traffickers. Nobody wants to invest in this. Nobody wants to invest in this. Why would you want to invest in this shit? And I don't blame the world for saying, look, and the bigger issue is that I'm seeing here is that a lot of people are still, they see these images of Epstein with little children. They see the sick shit. They hear the stuff, the audio. They look at the files. They read it with their own eyes. And they try to basically stop any logic that this could be real. Because they don't want to believe it, or there's your person, you didn't think they were that bad. So then you see him sitting there with a underage 12-year-old girl on the lap of a 60-year-old man, or some 16-year-old girl getting banged out and being pregnant. Or my most fucked up one I've seen, or one of them, is the little girls in the toga outfits, the Greek toga outfits. And I showed my wife that. This is what these people are. This is what these freaks do. And the way I see it is there needs to be some type of retribution here. Scarlett Johansson was reportedly invited to dinner at Epstein Island in 2012 by Woody Allen. And didn't Colin Jost date her? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Auf der einen. Ukrainians came in support of Putin after U.S. DOJ releases exposing satanic worship running in eastern Ukraine. Putin will save the earth and Europe from satanic demonic pedophiles. Anonymous has now issued demanding accountability of Democrats and Republicans. And so there you go. So we're starting to heat up with this. And of course, as you know, they're believing that Jared Kushner is behind the Trump administration's leadership during the first administration. So we could go on all day. It's her husband. Okay, yeah. She was invited to Epstein Island down by Woody Allen, according to the Epstein files. Man, I got a real bad pain right here. I'm getting that old person where it just hurts randomly. Where I'm just sitting there and I'm like, dah! The fucking organs just kind of jump out at you. Anyway, Donald Trump shares a video of Barack and Michelle Obama as apes, which is crazy as fuck. Trump video depicts Obama and Michelle as primates. Republicans call post the most racist thing to come out of the White House. Now, I thought that was Barack Obama. But, anyway, shameful Lion King excuse, anger in the White House over a now deleted post. Pastors are now demanding the firing of the low-level individual that did this. It's like, they're saying it was like a staffer that posted it. It was, so it wasn't Trump that posted it. Now, I'm wondering who has control of Trump's social media account. That's basically what it is. Is it Barron Trump? Are you racist, Chad? Absolutely not. So what? So a lot of people are speculating that Trump's account is run by Barron Trump on TikTok. I've heard that quite a bit. Let's continue, though. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has reached over 50,000. Yippee, the rich are richer than they've ever been. For the first time, 50,000 is huge. Big tech stock goes on a $600 billion AI spending splurge as the AI bubble is about to burst. We have two schools of thought on that, where one says that it's going to burst and the other one says it's going to fix our entire life. Medgar Evers' killer was a Klansman, but the Trump administration says to stop calling him racist. What the fuck does that have to do with it? National Park Service sanitizing history, according to some people. By the way, I believe that Donald Trump should start, how do I put this? Start doing something with building our fucking infrastructure. We'll just put it that way. And fixing that way. Second deadline in ransom, as you know, Nancy Guthrie, I think it's the mom or whoever it was, has gone missing, which is some weird shit. And AOC and Gavin Newsom find themselves gaining in popularity against Republicans who are poised to lose the midterm elections and the 2028 presidential election, though that's sometime out. Damn, that's strong weed. Just saying. Newly released videos of Epstein logs contradict the official account of how he died. Not knowing who entered the jail tiers. God damn, honey. And another House Republican announces he's retiring. Brings the total up to 30. By the way, we should all run for office if you can. And Waymo, the car company Waymo, has been accused of remote control car driving in the Philippines. So it turns out that Waymos are stumped. They get intervention from workers in the Philippines. Waymo has established itself as an autonomous ride-hailing service to beat operating a fleet of several thousand self-driving taxis. The self-driving may be due to some extra scrutiny, though. During a congressional hearing on Wednesday, Waymo's chief safety officer, Mauricio Pena, was grilled over the company's use of Chinese-made vehicles and reliance on overseas workers. The stakes at public safety implications are considerable. The news comes roughly a week after Waymo's robo-taxi struck and injured a child near Santa Monica, California elementary school, triggering the federal probe. After being pressed for a breakdown on where these overseas operators operate, Pena said he doesn't have those stats, explaining that some operators live in America, but others live in the Philippines. They provide guidance, he argued. They do not remotely drive the vehicles. Waymo asks for guidance in certain situations and gets input, but the Waymo vehicle is always in charge of the dynamic driving tasks. The admission didn't sit well with Ed Markey of Massachusetts, who argued that having people overseas influencing American vehicles is a safety issue. I agree. Black Lives MAGA. There you go. So, there you go. So Waymo is a piece of shit. I didn't do a story on that because I knew it wasn't as conspicuous of a fuck up as it was. By the way, 50 million barrels of oil are coming back to the United States, stolen or taken, I should say, from Venezuela. So that should bring gas prices down considerably in the next year or so, because it's going to take a while to refine, of course. Populist anger against politicians is brewing over the Epstein files. And in Iran, the United States tells citizens to leave immediately after missiles and nuclear sites show new work being constructed on nuclear, that type of shit. Another Zoran Mamdani clone is coming out of Michigan. That's what I've heard, Patrick. This guy right here, Abdul El Sayed, may resent comparisons to the mayor of New York, but his bid for the Senate sums up the party's struggle for identity. And this is the thing, it's time to move on a new party. I loved Hungry Jack back in Australia. I used to eat it at Brisbane, mate. So, a Detroit politician, Abdul El Sayed, is now running for a Senate race. The 41-year-old mentor of Bernie Sanders is hoping to be nominated as the Democrat candidate for U.S. Senate. Victory in the November election would make him America's first Muslim senator. Murder King. So, a Rhodes Scholar with a doctorate from Oxford, Saeed is running on a progressive platform that echoes Zoran Mamdani's progressive populism. He believes in free Medicare for every American, corporate money, forswears corporate money. Sorry, I can barely choke there. And is sharply critical of Israel over Gaza. Like Zoran Mamdani, the Michigan hopeful has distanced himself from past comments backing the defund the police movement. The pair have used the same digital marketing agency. Unlike Mamdani, Saeed is running not in Democrat stronghold, but one of the tightest swing states in the country. A state that has backed the winning president candidate in every election since 2004. Trump won by 80,000 votes in Michigan. For the Democrats, the race to nominate a candidate for Michigan is being viewed as a litmus test to the strategy Democrats in purple states should deploy to take on Trump, which is to put on socialist candidates to try to take on conservative candidates. A win in Michigan, where the senior Democrat Senator Gary Peters is retiring, is vital, but success is far from guaranteed. However, in the midterm elections, I have a feeling this guy will probably be winning. If anybody wants to get us to run for any office, let us know. Michigan vows to turn itself blue, blah, 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 blah.
Isn't it already blue?
That's purple.
Oh.
So it narrowly went for Trump last time. Judge Samuel Alito might be stepping down from the bench. And J.D. Vance at the Winter Olympics opening ceremony, the United States team was booed. And Mariah Carey was accused of lip syncing. And the Pope is warning against using sports for propaganda. And the Department of Justice is now cracking down on Netflix for what they call pedophilic content. Nancy Guthrie, isn't that the woman that was kidnapped? Donald Trump refuses to apologize for sharing racist videos of Michelle and Barack Obama, claiming he didn't see it and still hasn't seen it. And hair products sold at Target and Walmart containing cancer-causing ingredients, says an investigation. I'll try to make a video about that later on my other political page on TikTok. They have see forever chemicals in it. Cancer prevalence is going up. So listen to this. In 1980, you had about 5 million people in America with cancer. By 2040, you'll have about 27 million. So obviously, something is very wrong here. So the chemical in question is called cocamide dithanolamine, or cocamide DEA. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 types of shampoo, including 1 kid's, 6 types of facial care, 2 types of nail care, 6 types of intimate care, 1 surgical scrub, 3 hand soaps, 5 or 6 baby soaps, a foot care, and a surgical scrub that all have cancer-causing bullshit in it. Sold at Target and Walmart. So, oh my God. Oh, and of course, this is a big win out of Minnesota. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary of the United States, is auditing all financial institutions that are or were assisting in money laundering for the Somalian fraud community. So this is absolutely wonderful. And I'm hoping we can finally stick it to the banks this time. And of course, on one other style of news that I have to go through. Let me get to it. Sorry, I'm tired, bro. I drank some weed earlier. Take it easy, Dave. Sorry, I don't mean to be so out of energy. I could get mad as fuck and just choke some people. But I don't really feel like doing it all the time. My voice is going out. The older I get, the more I yell, it fucks up. So I need to yell when yelling's due, I guess, at this point. Keith Olbermann says Melania Trump is not a good actress. The rest of America disagrees. I'm not going to see the movie because I don't give a shit. Oh, dude, they're saying that there's no gold in Fort Knox. That's what Epstein's letters were saying. So that's fucked up too. Like, we're in a lot of trouble here as America, man. You know what I'm saying? People are getting uppity about Bad Bunny at the halftime show for the Super Bowl. Here's my thing. Who watches the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Like, they're going to make a big statement. Only if you watch it. See, that's the thing. I don't give a shit if Bad Bunny's at the Super Bowl. I'm not going to watch it. I'm trying, my friend. So I'm definitely, if I see the Super Bowl at all this year, I never really watched a halftime show majorly. I know that some of them I saw, they did look satanic and all this other shit. I was not really into it. How do I put this? Like Mick Jagger, even though he was at the Epstein Island, and Alice Cooper and all that, put on a better show than these dumb fucks could ever attend. So, yeah, the Super Bowl's weak. The halftime show's ridiculous. I know people get into sports because they're trying to turn off knowing that your leaders are eating children and being pedophiles. I understand. I just don't understand why we're not hanging these people. Can somebody tell me that? I mean, can somebody tell me why we're not hanging the pedophiles? Like, you know, like we have a government. I mean, there's enough evidence in the Epstein files that show that, like, you could get firing squads. It wouldn't be difficult. I guarantee if we said we need 500 to 1,000 people nationwide for pedophile firing squads for the Epstein files, there would be 500,000 of you that would sign up for 2,000 positions. I guarantee. I bet it would be more than $1 million. I mean, it would be like fucking Bonnie Blue's line while she was getting banged out. Like, oh, please, just give me, like, it would be ridiculous. Bring your own ammo. Yeah, I see. It'd be like, no. You keep yours. I don't want to waste the taxpayers' money on that ammo. I bring mine. I've got the Dragon's Breath rounds. It's okay. I've got the Flechette rounds. It's okay. We got the Flechettes. You know what those are, right? The little blades inside of the little darts. You know what I'm talking about? You get a 12 gauge and it shoots out a bunch of little, yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. Like, Flechette rounds, they don't go very far, but fuck, man. They're little fucking darts, metal darts, and they spin end over end like little saw blades. I saw this one dude. He made a chain, a ball and chain slug. I'm just waiting for him to make him in 308, 30-06, and 7.62 by 39 rounds. Can you imagine ball and chain 7.62 rounds? Or fucking, open flower 223s? I mean, these things could exist. We have micro technologies. We're, yeah, let's do it. I think it'd be a good idea. I'd like to see some incendiary 223s. We can go exotic. Yeah, I saw glass rounds. I mean, it was fucking good shit. But the ball and chain shotgun slug, Jesus Christ. That's right. Kick that bitch off the plane. Yeah, I was at a Burger King a while ago, and I saw them, right? And I was like, oh. And there was like a stack of 18 like Burger King helmets or whatever the fuck. So I was like, can I get one of those? And she's like, sure. And so I've just had it sitting here. Yeah, and then I also have like I've already got my like battle gear on ready. So like we've got like executioner's hoods, right? So we've already got like the facial recognition shit. See what I'm saying? And so this particular way right here, it's a lot better for anonymity when you go out in public, especially if you're trying to like crawl around at night. Now, of course, you have drones, but this is more to beat like facial recognition. It's just a little tight. I want to get one of the ones that looks like Mike Tyson or some shit like that. Oh, dude, this is fucking great though. Yeah, but this is like way it is. So yeah, what's up, dog? Yeah, I can actually fire rounds through this. It's so close to the eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's so close to the eyes. Yeah, it's absolutely just wonderful. So I'd like to get one that's a little bit.
Called it a helmet.
That helmet, I know. Helmet. Oh my God, honey. Oh, that is great. They make, yeah, it's a tactical crown. Oh my God. So we got Jamie Lee Curtis claims that ICE is being used as a distraction from the Epstein files. I gotta say, the people aren't gonna be happy unless there's some kind of justice here with this. So I say smoke them if you got them. By the way, you got a joint?
Yep. Speaking of.
And Russian general known for chemical attack weapons is shot in an attempted assassination attempt in Moscow. Wouldn't be the first. And big tech loses $1.35 trillion of value as AI skepticism grows. However, they propped up the market by spending an additional $600 billion. So they lost $1.35 trillion in total. So their response was to add $600 billion to AI.
Yeah.
It's like, how retarded is this? They're so desperate to not have people work so they don't have to give benefits that they're fucking putting their entire jizz load into everything. It's fucked up. And just as I say every day, are you happy or are you unhappy with Donald Trump? Let me know in the comments. Are you happy or unhappy? Can we live stream going out and shooting our gun at some point? I would like to. You want to do that?
No.
Well, wait, I'm not going to shoot you.
I think you would.
No, I'm talking like going, like, can you live stream like a gun range on YouTube? Like go down to Camp Atterbury
I
and.
mean, I wonder how those guns show.
But is it alive though?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Because I would love to go to a gun range, and I would like to live stream doing that. I think that would be fantastic. Most people, if it's at a range, okay. I think we should do that. Get the earmuffs on, honey. Sit there, and then you could squeeze off a few rounds. Or would you be like, ah? Is it out of your comfort zone?
No.
You have to get out of your. Have you ever shot a gun?
No.
Really?
No.
It's snappy. So like that one is little, but it's like this. It's like it jerks you. And Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton will be going before a hearing. Like I said yesterday, 4 Amish men, 3 people from the same family and another were killed by an illegal alien truck driver in Indiana. And the United States arrests the Benghazi terror attack suspect 14 years after Hillary Clinton through some type of weird bullshit. And 4 Venezuelan migrants charged in $1 million food stamp fraud in Massachusetts. Yeah. Sorry. That's what we're doing here. That is basically the news. We're waiting. Oh, Donald Trump RX is now becoming a thing. Donald Trump is offering his RX or his what do they call it? Prescription drug site that you can get medicines for much cheaper, up to like 80 to 90% off. It's absolutely fantastic. That is a positive for Donald Trump. Thomas Massey had to order the release. They also said on the 9th they're going to be having the unredacted names going to senators and congressmen. So Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee says that pedophiles found guilty should be publicly hanged. That was Representative Tim Burchett. So, real quick, sorry, my voice is going out. I want to show you a video, and this is speculatory. So, real quick, I want to show you some of the Epstein files, if that's okay. You voted for Tim. Hell yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. I always thought he was a good, he seemed to be good and genuine. I would vote for him if I was down there. Definitely. So, I'm going to turn this over, and I want to show you some information. Here you go, baby. That's been put out here. I want to read some of the Epstein files with you guys, the newer ones that have come out, because like I said, every hour it's getting sicker and sicker. And so we have some people that are speaking out. So we'll see what this is, which may be why Bill and Hillary Clinton are coming out, because of damage control situations. Yeah, I can see what I can find. Hold on. So this is one. Let's see if I can get the volume up high enough. Sorry, I'm not like high tech on here. I know I should. I have OBS. I should learn how to use it. Can I route OBS through my phone or something? Because I want to make it more professional, but I don't have the money to do it all the time.
Send it to me. I would not advise you to have a look at it. She and her spokeswoman, they put a 5-year-old girl naked on a table, bind it, And then with a scalpel, they start to remove the face. Then you hear this child screaming. And they take off the face, and Hillary Clinton puts it on her face and goes to the child. And you see, the child is all flesh, and then the eyes furrowed, and this child sees her own face on the face of Clinton. I will never forget that image, and I never the scream. That's how evil these people are.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. There's Vladimir Putin. Here, of course, is Lady Gaga. We've seen that one where she was at an event eating human soup, fake human soup, whatever it was. Here's Epstein. This right here is, they say it's him burning a girl with a magnifying glass. Others say it came from a porn. I'm not exactly sure. This right here is I don't know what the fuck that is. Here you got it. Internet's a weird place, isn't it? All right, so let's get into a little of this. This will be interesting. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading it. Okay, so this is from Redacted to Redacted. He has more to tell us as well. Thanks, I didn't realize... what? Hold on. Does it start from bottom up or top down?
I mean, if it's a reply, it goes from bottom up.
Bottom up, okay. I'd like to add a few other points disclosed, here you go, by the purported victim. While on the yacht, they witnessed African-American males having sex with white blonde females, all that were bleeding during intercourse. He was a victim of a type of ritualistic sacrifice in which his feet were cut with the scimitar. The left no scarring. On the yacht, we witnessed babies being dismembered, their intestines removed, and individuals eating the feces from the intestines. He was also raped by George B.1. Thanks, I didn't realize Bush raped him too. Okay. He has more to tell us. And that's what it said. Now you have an image of Stephen Hawking. It's fucking ridiculous shit, isn't it? It's ridiculous shit. You have Bitcoin people that are talking about it, might be implicated as well. Oh my God. Person tried selling Jeff a girl that was too old. From blank to Jeffrey Epstein. And I got into the Trump ones the other day. It's up to you if I go back to him or not. Is she too old for you? LOL. Well, I will hunt my other Czech friends. He replies, too old.
No, he said too old, and then the is she too old for you was the reply.
Oh, okay. So, there's that. There's FNAF. Well, Vladimir Putin is in the Epstein files. According to this, Vladimir Putin's name appears in the Epstein files, suggesting Jeffrey Epstein may have acted as a wealth manager connected to Putin. Yeah, but is he buying kids for Putin? You see what I'm saying? Like, we all know that Jeffrey Epstein had the public life and then the private life. And the private life is much sicker. Trump has been compromised by Israel, and Kushner is the real brains behind the organization of the presidency. Hold on. Let me go through, because I'm going through the top ones, then I'll go through the latest, then I'll go through Trump, And here's Anonymous's response. Here is Norwegian crown princess sitting on a sofa with an unknown woman after a person posted the same photo uncensored with the other woman. Judging by the last picture, it appears she was hanging framed on Epstein's wall. So that's this right here. Don't blink. This photo is taken from Epstein Island. This photo should be haunting us forever. This is why I was not sure. Scarlett Johansson reportedly asked to a dinner to Epstein Island by Woody Allen. There's Epstein. Is that real? No, that's got to be AI. There's Hitler again. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that is. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, Ghislaine Maxwell, any interest on being in the Shadow Commission for 9/11? The devil really is in high places, isn't he, honey? Shadow Commission of 9/11? Really? Oh, no. Thanks for the invite. Unfortunately, I cannot be on the Shadow Commission at 7:02 a.m. Any interest in being in the Shadow Commission on 9/11? The membership list is secret. God damn it. They were going to put this fucking weirdo on there? Epstein was advised. This is 41 minutes ago. Epstein was advised to secretly pay off Rupert Murdoch's newspaper to stop them reporting on him. So what, Fox News? Isn't that what he owns, is Fox? So Rupert Murdoch was going to be reporting on Epstein, and Epstein was advised to secretly pay off Rupert Murdoch's newspaper to report them from... Oh, dude, what the fuck? Okay, so... okay. What do we got here? From is it a UK media lawyer? No shit. Okay, that doesn't say much. What about you? Exposes news corporations to sustained and much more expensive litigation in the U.S. courts. At this point, you can find and pursue blah, blah, blah. Personally, I reached a settlement in the News Corp from targeting you. Huh. And they also say that Steve Bannon was part of it, or was at least trying to revitalize his image. Well,
you know what? I'm buying it. Hey, by the way, whose car is this? Who's this? I like this car. Is this your car? Yes. Well, you know what? I'm buying it. I need it. I need it fast. I'm buying it.
You're buying my car?
Here's a check. Thanks.
Oh my God. Wow, well, just let me get my kids out of the back.
Now, wait a minute. I don't have time for this. These are your kids?
Yeah.
I'm buying them too. I'm buying you kids too. Whoa, good to see you. Buy me.
Bye, guys. Happy birthday. I love you.
No, kids, I just bought you.
Who are you?
What, do you live in a cave? I'm Donald Trump. I'm the biggest. I'm the best.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Look, here's $12,000. That'll take care of your fear. Don't have fear in life. Buckle up, you kids who I just bought. Hey, by the way,
God damn.
who's this?
Girl 1, I'm pregnant. Epstein, call Woody. So is that Woody Allen? Jeffrey Epstein. I have a migraine and I'm pregnant. Do you know who I could go see to go help? Thank you. Please call Woody. Tell him it's important. So is that Woody Allen? And there's Epstein with a bunch of very young girls. You see how fucked up this is? One girl was trying to escape. I remember that. I remember her trying to escape, and she was captured. Can we talk about treasure hunt for girls on the island? We will be there on January. Give me your private phone number. Do you miss me yet? Love, love, to and from. But it's got Gilligan. I didn't get your email. The fuck is that anyway? Here you go, honey. FBI confirmed Epstein as Mossad. Epstein, Dershowitz, Alex Acosta. Epstein belonged to both U.S. and Allied intelligence services. Shared between Dershowitz and Epstein, during which she took notes. After these calls, Mossad would then call Dershowitz to debrief Netanyahu was a criminal. Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the United Arab Emirates are allied against Qatar, Turkey, Iran, and Syria. The enemy of our enemy is our friend. So that's basically that fucking scenario right there in real life. Here's Woody Allen with Jeffrey Epstein. And you know, the thing is, we all knew this. Like, this dude married his fucking stepdaughter. So Woody Allen's a fucking creep anyway. We already knew that. Soon Yi, or whatever the fuck her name was. And so what do we have here? British royal propaganda machines are hiding Epstein fathers. Remember when Prince William and Kate Middleton were showing solidarity with Prince Andrew years after the BBC? You guys remember how Princess Diana, I believe that, in my opinion, I believe they had Princess Diana killed because they knew that these people were fucking doing this.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something, it's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought
But you
about.
wouldn't rule it out?
A pardon for Maxwell?
Pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if she's
It's something
cooperating?
I haven't thought about. It's really something, it's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
The fuck is that? Oh. It's the play button.
Pardon or a commutation for
It's
Ghislaine
telling me to get
Maxwell?
back to
It's
YouTube
something I
and quit
haven't
hiding
thought
it.
about. It's really something, it's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought
All
about.
right, well, let's continue. Zohran Mamdani, Bill Clinton, Jeff Bezos. What is this? There's Zohran and his mom, I guess. Just left Ghislaine's townhouse. Bill Clinton and Jeff Bezos were there. Jean Pagozzi, director Mira Nair. And it says New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani's mom, filmmaker Mira Nair, partied at Maxwell's house in 2009. So you see, the issue with this, here you go, baby. The issue with this is it looks like that the elite have even infiltrated and taken over our government. So we don't actually have any real representation. We don't have anything we can do. All right, here. Try to read the.
Alberto Hernández Calvo. 10 años.
Bueno, cuéntame, bueno, tu experiencia en la maestra, ¿cuándo entraste? ¿Qué la contabas?
A los 3 años.
A los 3 años. ¿De ahí qué pasaba?
Pues allí un día estaba en la residencia, me llevaron en el coche a salvar España.
¿Salvar España? ¿Eso dónde está?
En Vaticano no parece. Entremos por una puerta pequeña.
¿Una puerta pequeña?
Sí,
O sea, más o menos no una puerta principal, sino algo por detrás.
sí, algo por detrás.
Sí.
Por una puerta pequeña. Entonces, allí entremos y subimos unas escaleras. Y entramos a un cuarto y me dijeron que me bajaran los pantalones y que me metieron por el culo.
Okay, I think that's enough right there. I think that's enough of that right there. Man, most of us grew up admiring turned out to be the biggest piece of shit. I never admired Bill Gates. I saw this guy was a fucking creep right away. This is the guy that got an STD from a Russian hooker or whatever it was. And then he was going to slip his fucking wife some, what do they call that? Antibiotic. Princess Diana. I'm trying to lead him along to give me something. And then something would be give me access to everybody. What is this? Huh. Interesting.
Killed in a car accident. There are lots of unanswered questions of what happened in Paris on that night.
August 31st, 1997.
Yep. See, and this is what I was thinking. Everybody always thought it was a little fishy.
In the Alma Tunnel in Paris. The official story.
See, I think that fucking the British royal family had her killed. Now, so that's supposed to be John Podesta. So I hope that there's going to be justice. I hope that there's going to be some kind of protest against this. Everybody's been protesting against ICE. I think we can do this. Paris with Woody Allen for less pedo convention. I think pedophile is the plural. What was that?
That's your mom.
What did she say? Dancing girl.
She asked she was worried about pirates, and she was glad he got her.
Oh yeah, I got it right.
Not worried about it.
So yeah, there's. I don't want to show that. Here is the people that broke onto Epstein files or Epstein Island. Who is that? There's a. Let's see. Oprah Winfrey. They're saying just an enabler. So let's see what else we got. There's the Dalai Lama kissing a boy. Another. We're just going through. Okay, so this is the top ones. Then here's the latest ones, and then we'll get to the Trump ones. There's a girl flashing her ass. One of the grossest who's this? Is MoMA Leon Black against disabled. What? Epstein files detail gruesome allegations against Leon Black. Emails and apparent diary entries accuse the billionaire and MoMA trustees, so the Metropolitan Museum of Art, of biting and abusing alleged victims. The latest tranche of Epstein files released by the U.S. Department of Justice last week detailed and gruesome depiction of alleged abuse by private equity billionaire and MoMA trustee Leon Black. The trove of documents related to convicted sex offender Epstein includes scanned pages of an apparent diary containing first-person accounts of abuse, as well as emails describing allegations accusations against Black. Certain details expressed in the Spiral Brown Notebook include the year, location, and preparation of the alleged abuse, correspondence to a 2023 lawsuit alleging that billionaire raped a 16-year-old girl who has autism and a rare form of Down syndrome in Epstein's Manhattan residence. So hold on a second. So you literally, I mean, I hate to say this, you can buy girls, so you abuse a Down syndrome girl. What a sick fuck. That's like his thing. It's like, you know what's even better? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's like a down. Oh man, I can't. Oh, dude. According at the time, she was estimated to be 12. The lawsuit is ongoing. The woman known as Jane Doe recently fired her attorney. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that's another recent one that just came up. There's an ad for PayPal. Fuck that. The government put boxes covered in sheets to get rid of Epstein. We saw that. How's Mom Donnie going to handle the trash in the snow? He's not. It's going to melt, and then he's going to pick up the garbage. And these are snippets of redacted video of Epstein, most of the time in bed eating food or in an office with a girl that's dancing. His entire life, like here's a girl dancing. They've redacted the girl. It gets pretty rough, man. Here's another girl. Most of these girls are 14, 15, 16. I'm assuming a great deal of them are, what do they call that? I'm assuming a great deal of them are trafficked orphans, war victims. Mark Carney is mentioned several times. There's Mark Carney, Prime Minister of Canada, with Ghislaine Maxwell. And same right here. So everybody in charge. Huh, she looks bitchy. God damn. That chick's got non-resting bitch face. I don't even know what you want to call it. Here's one that just is an email to somebody just saying age 11. By the way, don't forget to thumbs up and gift if you got it, by the way. Woody Allen with his married to his stepdaughter. That's still fun. We already knew about that. Here's other redactions. These are redactions with Jeffrey Epstein with young girls. Like, he's over here. He just got out of the frame. And okay, that'll. So he just had straight up girls all around him constantly. And he was just paying for them and killing him in many cases. Here's a girl in a Sailor Moon outfit. God only knows with other girls. And then backing off into the bathroom. Yeah, this is weird as shit. Israeli tourist in France throws grenade in a salon, injuring 6 people and a child. Really? Damn, man, the fuck, dude? Everybody's a psycho now, aren't they? It's a good thing we have fucking guns. Jesus, man. I think we should get you a gun. I think people are too psychotic. It's getting pretty weird. United States lifts 25% tariffs on Indian goods.
Flood Africa with white people?
And that's where we're at right now. So we'll have more coming out. There's 3.5 million Epstein files, as you know, and a great deal of... Oh, Trump. I forgot about that. And we went over some of this the other day. And I'll try to get some of them. A lot of them, believe it or not, have been buried in this. And it just keeps coming and coming. And it doesn't even matter. Now, one of the things is Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes has been downplaying the Epstein files. And the Epstein files that he's been downplaying along with a couple of other people make it seem real fucked up. By the way, Senate Republicans attempt to block, or U.S. Senate Republicans block attempt to sue Trump over the Epstein files. Oh, God damn. I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. It's pretty rough, isn't it, honey? Has everybody lost faith in the government? All right, so this one right here. This is the Trump situation. We'll start to get into a little bit of this. Now, the complainant of this was deemed not credible. This is the one that said that female friend was forced to blow Trump 35 years ago in New Jersey when they were 13. Friend was allegedly hit in the face. She laughed about biting President Trump. The friend said she was also abused by Epstein. So that's kind of up in the air. The weird thing is like Donald Trump says he's been vindicated, and then these other ones aren't. And so here's another really sick one. And thank you for the fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. Sent from the iPhone. This was on 2014. Now it's redacted, and somebody has put DJ Trump in there over it, even though I've already seen the original, and it's still redacted. It doesn't show anything on there. So it's one of the weird things. And then here's Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Visok, whatever. Trump is still scheduled to depart Sunday between 4 and 6. Let me know if we're a firm for wheels up. God, I hate billionaires. We'll let you know in the morning. They're fucking sale not confirmed. They also said that Epstein emails, they were going to Palm Beach, Florida, but didn't officially mention Trump. And we've read some of these over the last couple of days. It's a sick fucking world. Thing is, I already knew some of this shit. Here's like some of the other Trump things that are going on. About Trump's race. What are you talking about? The Obama with the Obama the chimpanzee fucking thing or whatever? Yeah. So I've read some of these. This one right here, it said that Trump used to have parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Epstein would bring children and Trump would auction them. Now, what kind of auction? Because it's like a beauty pageant auction, which we've seen him actually do before, or was it one where he was like selling bitches for sex? Like, there's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? Then you also have they measured children's pussy areas, and I've read some of these talking about tightness. Had attorneys there. That was Ivanka, Trump, Dershowitz, Shapiro, and Maxwell. Then you had really drinking and ended up at Trump Plaza. Victim one woke up passed out after she thinks she got banged out by Trump. 13-year-old pregnant, 1984. I was born in 1982, by the way, so goddamn. Then we also have unidentified female friend who was forced to perform mouth bang on Trump. She bit his cock. We've already talked about that one moments ago. Here's a couple more. We've already done this one right here on the top. This one underneath here says modeling caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's residence in New York. Caller reported she was assaulted by Epstein. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, raped her upstairs. Said they were fucking in a big orgy parties with Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, which, of course, I said the other day when we read this, that it's really sickening that Victoria's Secret models are blowing fucking fat old white turds just because they have money. Anyway. Well, I'm not trying to. Jesus is good. So anyway, online complainant reported she was a victim and witness to a sex trafficking ring at Trump's golf course in Ranchero Palos Verdes, California in 1996. Reported Maxwell as the madam, the broker for sex parties, client of whom included Epstein, Robin Leach, which he accorded murdered a girl, and Donald Trump. Complainant reported participating in orgies, and some girls went missing, rumored to have been murdered and buried at the facility. Complainant reported being threatened by Trump, then head of security, that if she ever talked, she would end up as fertilizer like the other girls. And the last one, Robin Leach, reportedly strangled a girl to death at a party after having rough sex with her. Now, I'm not going to mention anybody, but I've heard people that have contacted me in the past saying that Robin Leach had been kicked out of a restaurant before for strangling a girl when he was intoxicated. And he liked to drink champagne out of a woman's shoe. If that's fucked up to you. So, anybody want to know where to go from that? Anybody know what to do with that? You tell me. But, oh, and here's the video, or here's what Donald Trump put up, or at least his team put up about Obama and Michelle. So you can view that right there. That's fucked up, isn't it? And we have endless Epstein files. Epstein files. So what do you think about that? Do you believe Donald Trump was doing that? Do you not believe it? What do you think?
Who runs the movie industry? Who runs the publishing house?
Okay, that's Louis Farrakhan. Oh my God. Isn't he dead now? And there's Epstein with more girls. And I know it goes on, but the thing is there has to be some, Elon Musk in critical condition. That's not real. I will eat my turds if that's, oh, is that Bill Gates? They photoshopped Melania in there. Oh, dude, that's fucked up right there. So Democrats are fairly pissed. Billionaire, new documents about Epstein into Bill Gates from the Wall Street Journal. And of course, it's paywalled, so I can't do that. Sorry, I'll have to go run that through an AI and get back to you on that story. And it is still hard hitting throughout the world. You have to understand that. So we want justice against what's happened, but nobody's going to do anything about it, are they? They're going to sit there with their thumb up their ass. So my question to you is this. Do you still have loyalty for our government? Do you still have loyalty for our government? Do you still have loyalty to the powers that be? Do you really believe that these fuck faces can be in charge? I've heard people say you need to throw them all out and start all over. What say you about that? I obviously, no, I have not. And I want to say that most of our leadership is compromised. They have some type of dealing with these pedophile protectors and this type of shit, or just open chomos like you're seeing in the Epstein files right now. And it almost makes it look like every single person in power and in government and in entertainment has some type of link to this shit. And we don't really want to keep seeing this because this is sickening bullshit. And there's clearly a large market for child sex trafficking. A lot of people apparently didn't think that there was any reality to that. It was just overblown. It was conspiracy theories from QAnon and Alex Jones and all this other bullshit. But when it came down to brass tacks, most of this stuff was slowly leaked to these sources because the main media wouldn't listen to them. And then it turns out that there's corroborating emails back and forth between Epstein and other people talking about eating children, talking about raping children, this type of stuff. And you look at that and you say, this is absolutely sickening These people need to be executed, rounded up, thrown into whatever the fuck to varying degree. And we're still just going to work, paying the same people that are doing this. Some of these people that are mentioned that killed kids, like Peter, like how many times is Peter Thiel mentioned in the Epstein files? Quite a lot. So they're still in charge of shit. So these same people that are surveilling you under Palantir with flock systems that are LinkedIn and all this other shit are the same people that were with Jeffrey Epstein at pedo parties. So these people that you've now outed, it's a very uncomfortable relationship. These people that you've outed in the Epstein files, we now have to be under their tutelage as power brokers and authority figures. So where do you go with that? Like Oprah Winfrey is named 144 times. So do you want to watch your show anymore? You know what I'm saying? Ellen DeGeneres came in. I've heard horror stories about that. Back to America. It's like they just think, well, they'll just go away for a little while and then they'll come back. And so it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, now it's all out. We'll kill and rape your children. Ha ha. But hey, it's okay. You live a pretty good life. And it's like, what are we supposed to do about something like that? Like, can anybody tell me exactly where you go in a government? Because, like, I want to speak the news. But I know that these people in charge are child molesters. And some of them are killers. I don't even want a government official that has orgies. I think that's sick enough. But now we have this like, oh, well, Tony Blair was in an orgy with a bunch of young girls. He was like 63 years old and married. Right? And he's sitting there fucking a bunch of teenagers. It's like, well, when in Rome, it's like, well, no, you put these gentlemen and ladies on a pedestal as if there's some type of moral good for society. And then you find out that they fuck kids or they go out there and they, have fucking sex parties. And you're like, well, you're not who we thought you were. Or maybe it's just the people at the top echelons of society are just very free and open with their weird sexuality, which if that's the case, I don't think that's very good either. And it's like, well, humans have always been fucked up. Well, you can try to justify it any way you want. But it seems to me that these fucking mostly communist dumb fucks that are elite child fuckers are trying to degrade overall society so that you'll let them get away with their crimes. Like, don't worry about, murder. It's part of life. Don't worry about, huge fucking weird rituals. Don't worry about these type of weird sex energy things that are going on because it's just human nature, but it's not really human nature. It's their nature. It's their weird demonic nature, and it can affect anybody. But these motherfuckers went to a point, and I would say, oh well, no, that's just one-off thing. No, I believe it's probably been going on like this for hundreds of years, maybe even thousands. How long has this been going on? How many generations of this? Were there people before Epstein? There's Epstein files implicating that it's still continuing. So who came after Epstein? Where's the other islands? Are there new places where this is happening with some guy named John Flapstein this time? And he's some whiny little bitch that traffics a bunch of children with his fucking weird bloated oblong penis that they described, by the way, that looked like a fucking squash or something. So, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. And it's like, did every generation find out about this and that's why they started killing a bunch of people randomly? And they just leave it out? Because eventually the people in charge started doing the same shit too? Was it one of those things like the French Revolution? It wasn't just about no food and people starving. and not having a life, there was also like that shit going on, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back to go kill and behead a bunch of people. You know, is that what happened with Hitler? Was, you know, that somebody uncovered some shit and they're like, what the fuck? And it just fucking put up everybody's hackles, and they all started like, we don't give a fuck what it is. Look at what these motherfuckers are doing. Fuck it. And they just went psychotic and started just coming after everybody that, you know what I'm saying? And what about before that? Back in like the 1500s when there was, you know, Spanish versus English armadas. You know, it's so fucked up. What about the Muslim shit? Did the Muslims come in because they found pedophilia in the Middle East and decided to spread through the sword? What about because obviously Christianity tried to stop the Roman Empire. Roman Empire was rampant with pedophilia as well. And so were the Greeks going all the way back. So if you look at it, what are we doing here? Like, how long is this, like, Caligula used to throw young boys off the cliff at his cliffside establishment where the ruins still exist. So, come on, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? This is, yeah, I believe you're right, Nana. It's looking really bad. And as far as I can tell, the elite's only plan is, instead of saying we're going to stop these pedophiles and these murderers and shit, that they're basically saying we're just going to try to find a way to normalize this shit. And if they normalize that shit, you are going to be entering a world that is so degenerate that I don't know really if I want to live anywhere near that type of society. And it's not just the elites. We all know the elites do weird shit. Hell, my wife doesn't even want me to become famous, do you? Because you think some whore's gonna come on to me, don't you? Am I right? But I just want to know, like, how do you move on from this? So, like, I do the news a lot, specifically on TikTok. Whether they ban me or not, it doesn't really matter. So I do the news on TikTok. I tell you people here this shit and that shit and whatever. But, like, what do we got to do here? What do we got to do here? How are we going to stop this? How are we going to roll back because you look at Islam moving throughout the world, and you say, I don't want that. Then you have China, communism, Russia, which is oligarchy, and then Chinese proto-communism. And then you have the Western world, which looks like a bunch of people that are just stagnant with a world of leadership that's just all child molesters. So there's not real movement. There's not real retaliation. There's not a call for protests. I've called for the protests already on TikTok against these people, that we should throw them in jail or execute them. And it's getting suppressed, obviously. And so where are we going here with this? Are we just looking the other way? Are we moving on? You know what I'm saying? A crusader movement. Are we looking the other way? Are we just like, you know, saying like, okay, we know these group of people are eating children. These group of people, there's probably another group somewhere. There's probably another island. There's probably something going on up there that's sickening. So is there any way we can, like, you know, round them up and execute them? And then they'll just be like, well, no, that's against the law. And I'm like, but they're like walking around and not in jail. Right? So why, like, oh, well, no. And there's not, they don't even give an explanation. They just say, and then look the other way. I mean, they can at least give you an explanation and say, you know, we're a bunch of fucking supporters of it, and fuck you. Even suck my ass would be a better. So, like, if I asked them, why are you protecting these people? And they said, suck my dick, fuck you. At least that's something. They're not even giving you something. They're not even giving you a fuck you or suck my dick. They're just ignoring you like you're not even there. You say, well, we should protest this. Well, they won't do that. Nobody will do it. Like, they're all worried about ICE. They're more worried about ICE than pedophiles in your government. If you went after the pedophiles in the government, maybe you could change whatever your problem was with ICE. But nobody sees it because it's so surface level, NPC, matrix ass horse shit. It's like, give them their rights. They didn't give these other fuck faces their rights. These people were allegedly eating baby intestines and peeling off the faces of children. Fuck these assholes. We have pretty good evidence. The DOJ's released a bunch of shit. It shouldn't be this hard. Well, they're wealthy. Well, who gives a fuck? That's the difference. That's the difference. Is like in the United States and Western Europe, money, power barristers, power attorneys, those all mean we know the judge, we know the prosecutor. All those dick-sucking bullshits are all part of it. Hey, oh, this person's very renowned and wealthy. Well, how does wealth mean that he's renowned? Well, he can buy his way into a fight, whereas you can't. So therefore, suck a dick, dumb shit. And it's like, well, no, I thought there was supposed to be some type of, some type of, we have the power, we the people, right? And then everybody's just like, oh, yeah, I guess, whatever, bro. Yeah, whatever, we the people, I guess. You're like, well, no, we the people, we're the ones in charge. Fuck these people. Yeah, and everybody just gives up. And they just move away. And then they don't say anything. And it's just like, and then if you say too much, they'll kill you. If you say too much, they'll shoot you. Or they'll gas you or poison you, make it look like an accident, heart attack gun, liquefaction weapons. I mean, it's insane. And it's like, can I please go to another planet? You know what I'm saying? Can I please go to another planet? Ronaldo's on the Epstein list. Ronaldo's on the Epstein list. Oh, come on, man. What is this? Countries with the best reputation. Switzerland has the best reputation in the whole world. Switzerland has the best, hell yeah, Nana. Switzerland has the best reputation in the whole world, followed by Norway, Sweden. Here's the newest rank. So listen to this. The best reputation in the world, Switzerland is number 1, Canada, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, New Zealand, Japan, Netherlands, Ireland, Australia. I like Australia. Austria, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Belgium, UK, Singapore, Germany, France, Taiwan, Poland, Thailand, Czech Republic, Ukraine, Peru, Brazil, Malaysia, Morocco, South Korea, Hungary, Philippines, Indonesia, Chile, Egypt, Vietnam, Argentina, Mexico, UAE, goddamn, Romania, South Africa, Turkey, Qatar, India, Algeria, Kuwait, United States.
So Mexico's better off.
Mexico is better off. Kuwait is too, and so is Algeria. What's up, America? How you doing? So the United States, our reputation 2025 is 48. Last year it was number 30. Israel's down to 55. Russia's down to 60. So we're not baddies. We're not the bad guys, but I got to tell you, there's some shit going on. And I have a feeling after this Epstein shit, we're going to be down into the 85s, aren't we? Here's a picture of Donald Trump with Epstein with a boner under his towel as a young girl's massaging his foot. Here's a picture of Donald Trump with Epstein with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 young girls that are clearly underage, all hugging each other. Trump looks moderately uncomfortable. Here is an image. Is that real? Is this real? I don't. One is Mark Zuckerberg. Is that real? Like, are we doing this? I don't know. I don't know if that's real or not. Anyway, so sorry about that. I'm just like kind of like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. And cryptocurrency continues to fall as Bitcoin is one of the lowest levels right now. And I can't spell, honey. No, Bitcoin had a bit of a increase at 70,000. Ethereum's back up at 2,000. All are down for the week, but they had a decent rebound off of yesterday's major destroy. But the overall consensus is it will continue to head down, as most Bitcoin or most cryptocurrency is still down anywhere between 15 and 30% over the last week. One of the better coins to come out of this is a coin called Sky Coin. It's ranked as number 45. It has a projection of equal to down, but it went on a huge low and then bounced back. So if you bought the dip, you had made some good money yesterday. Bitcoin has a weird history. All-time history high of Bitcoin was around $125,000, and now it's at 70 after being at a low historically for the last 4 years, 3 years, whatever. 4 years at 60,000. Bitcoin starting all the way back in 2010, give or take. So anyway, what's up, America? That's what it is. I'm going to upload my news stories here. That's the news going on. A bunch of esoteric dumb shit. Sorry I haven't been yelling so much. My voice is going out, probably from yelling about things on here. And I have a couple of stories to do on TikTok. So don't forget to subscribe here on the channel. Subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on TikTok, Sup America and Sup America 2. And follow me on X at Hello America Sup. I know I need to continuitize all the... Is that a word? We're making it a word. I need to continuitize all my shit, but that's what we'll do here in a minute. So, sorry my voice is fucked up. Otherwise, I would scream at liberals more. But I'm kind of... politics are making me sick after seeing all of our leaders being child molesters. So, it's a really weird situation that I'm in right now. I'm sure a lot of you, if you've seen the Epstein files, you're kind of in a weird state of shell shock. You knew what it was. You've seen live leaks, but this is at a whole different level because it's politicized and corporatized child molesting. It's a really weird fuck up with the Epstein files, and these people need to be executed, but I know they won't. So what a fucking horrible time to be alive. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, hit the notification button. If you don't like me, block me and go fuck yourself as always. And if you have money, Cash App me, Venmo me, or give me a quick gift in the next 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6,